So it's 9/11 right now. The last thing I've said in several videos, why are we celebrating a terrorist attack on America? For one, all that does is let these people know overseas that, remember, we fucked them up on that day. They celebrate the fact they fucked us up on that day. And we celebrate the fact that we got fucked up on that day. And that's bullshit. But my video today is not about that. I'm watching news this morning, and there's another shooting in the workplace. I'm sorry, people. SoundCloud kicked in, so I can hear a song that I've been avoiding for 4-8. Okay, let's start all over. This has been bullshit so far. Like I said, there's no way in life we should be celebrating a fucking terrorist attack on American soil. Period. But we're dumb like that. We don't celebrate or acknowledge Pearl Harbor. There's no Pearl Harbor Day. There's no Vietnam Week. I mean, it's ridiculous. But for some people out there who want to continue to traumatize Americans, to have this all over the news. Yeah, all over the news. But that's fine. My main purpose was getting on here today was to talk about workplace violence and workplace shootings, workplace killings. Why does this happen? I've been on several jobs where people are completely disrespectful. And if I was the person that I am now, I would tell them off. If I was the person I was when I was 13 or 14, I would kill people at work. I would murder coworkers. No hesitation, I would kill them. Expect me, do all that racial bullshit, I would kill them. But as an adult, when I'm going up through this bullshit and all this racism and bad jokes and not funny and, well, why do black people and all that? As an adult, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they're talking to me this way. I can't believe I'm being treated like this. And I went through the proper channels. And they did nothing. Then I end up getting into my feelings like the young people say now. Then I studied racism for 5 years straight. Why do they think this way? Why am I being treated like this? For 5 years straight. And I understand the ins and outs of white supremacy, bigotry, racism, sexism. I understand. I studied it. I know it. And that's what fucked me up. That's what scrambled the circuits in my maximum power computer. Fucked me up that society would be afraid of those willing to be disrespectful. The society is afraid of those who act a certain way. This society is more afraid of white supremacy than terrorism, than sexism, than mass murder. So if the average white person is not racist, not bigoted, they're cowards. The average white person is a fucking coward. Because this black woman, the black guy, the person that's been, helping them out the most at the job or in life or whatever, when someone negative comes at them, the good white person's like, oh my God. And they didn't see anything because somehow they love the black people that help them out the most, but somehow they end up cowering like little bitch ass punks and turn their back. Oh, and when questioned by authority, they're like, I didn't see that. Well, I heard arguing. I don't know what was really said. But when there's a black person and a white person arguing, obviously the black person is the aggressor. Obviously the black person is disrespectful. Obviously it's the one with less. But in my case, I was not the one with less. I was the one with more. In my case, I have a timeshare, I go on vacation, I come back and I hand out the postcards instead of mailing them. Waste my money. I'm going home. Why would I mail something to some people that I'm just going to see in 3, 4 days anyway? So I give out these, you know, cards based on the person, and it would upset people. How did he get to go to Hawaii? And the people that were more upset were the white folks. I was let go from a job because I go on vacation too much. But my Hispanic counterparts would go home for 30 days. I go on vacation for 2 weeks. Mexico, Bahamas, anywhere I want to go. And there's a problem when I get back. And the problem is mostly from the white people who can't go on vacation. The white people who don't have a timeshare. The white people who are not like those in the administration office. What I'm trying to get to you folks is this. If you don't like a Mexican person at work, fine. It's not your business to try to break that person down or stop that person from having a job. It's not your purpose to cause this Mexican or black or whoever a hard time at work. They're doing the same thing you're doing. You know. But in the course of life, people do stupid shit. I worked at a place called Laser Craft, where we laser engraved picture frames. I worked maintenance, and I worked in the painting section. And my whole goal at every other job or every job I've been asked to be a utility player. In other words, when I played football, I played cornerback, safety, middle linebacker. Third string quarterback, yeah, that's what I did. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. When you got coworkers, I don't give a fuck about what you have at home. I don't want your wife. Don't give a fuck about your kids. I don't give a goddamn about your fucking parents. I don't care about anything about you, especially if I don't know you. But if you don't like me and I'm at the same job with you, keep that shit to yourself. But instead, in my experience, I get salted on. You know, comments were made like, I don't know. He's not, he's kind of scary. He's intimidating. I'm intimidating. Scary. People, when we go to work with other people, it's not about us. It's not about them. It's about the fucking job you go to. If you don't like somebody, keep that shit to yourself. Don't cost somebody their job because they're Mexican or they're black. We're getting back at Lasercraft. So I'm working with the maintenance group, and we're putting in a sanding table. It's a table with, of course, sandpaper underneath it with, different sections where you take the picture frame, place it on the table, just move it on anywhere on the table, and it will sand the frame. Knocks lots of time off work. You don't have to have a hand sander or, just put the frame on there, move it around with your hand, grab it like that, blah, blah, blah. Done. So we're installing this into this one section. So now everything from every section I've worked in, I tried to get training. Every piece of equipment that we installed, I tried to get training on that machinery to make myself a utility player, to be able to work in any, aspect of the company. Now, this woman, the manager of that department that sanded the picture frames that we were installing this new table for, she specifically said, I don't want him training on that. This is an older white woman. And she worked in that one section I was telling you about, the sanding section, the prep section. Her mother worked there with her. And there was nothing but older Hispanic women in that section. I'm like, I'm installing the machinery. I want to know the machinery. I want to learn the machinery. By her request, I could not learn the machinery because she didn't want a man to work in her section. She didn't want a black man working in her section. That was the truth. Because me not learning the machine hampered me from working in that section. But I can install the machine in the next section, but I can't go work in that section. I worked a graveyard shift there also. I would load the picture frames onto the conveyor that runs them through the laser. And we do this all night. The templates are aluminum, not aluminum, but copper, so that the brightness from the lights beaming down on the copper, you would give you headaches and stuff. So every night we'd bust our humps. And the new shift would come in like 5:30, I think. I forget. And then I would say loudly, it's time to work. It's time to get out of here. It's time to bust it so we can go. When I see them coming in, it's time to work. It's time to go. It's time to bust it. Got a complaint that we wasn't working until they showed up because I said it's time to work. It's time to fix it so we can go. That was a complaint because someone white did not like that. Oh, they do nothing all night until we get there because I hear him say it. It's time to work. It's time to fix it so we can go. I got a complaint for that, saying it's time to move. It's time to work. I get complaints from white people for that shit. Not any of the people that I worked on the shift with. The morning shift would come in and get mad at me for saying shit to the people who I worked with all night. These were always white people complaining about me. Every fucking time. And why is that? Now, somebody was asking me, well, how do you speak to these people? I speak to these people like a human being. I'm not going to bow down to you because you don't look like me. I'm not going to think you're smarter than me because you don't look like me. I'm not going to make you better than me because you're not me. I'm not going to put you above me because you look different than me. If I know more than you, I'm going to act like I know more than you. Why should I act less than what the fuck I am? And we as a people got a problem with that shit. Well, we give them the last say. If I'm your equal, you're never going to be better than me. Never. Ever. And that is another problem we have. If you see somebody shitting on somebody else, you don't say anything. Oh, yeah. I've defended you. I've been called a sympathizer. And when shit comes down to it, it's always some white person controlling an aspect of my destiny. And it's not based on whether I'm a good guy or bad guy or whether I've done some. It's based on some stereotypical shit. It's based on, oh, if he gets a promotion, I can't get one. I am not going to spend the last 20 years of my life being less than. And if you're a young person out there, don't start your fucking job career or life in the workforce being less than somebody else because they decide you're not just as good. Oh, her ideas are stupid. Her ideas can save the company. Oh, this guy is thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box can save your company. This guy's doing more than I told him to do. This guy is trying to keep his job. People don't like when people step up and do what they're supposed to do. If I try to respect you, give you the benefit of the doubt, help you out when I can, I don't expect when someone says, hey, something is missing. I think the black guy did it. How in the fuck is the person that's a minority always the thief? Always. Nothing has been stolen until this guy gets here. Well, if the guy doesn't have a record for taking anything anywhere else, if the guy doesn't have any history of that bullshit, so how can he come to this job and all of a sudden be the one accused of taking everything or breaking everything? Also at Lasercraft, the guy tells me, or whenever we fuck up, we just blame a temp. I was a temp. They never blamed me for anything. But some of the people there were fucked up. You know, I told you stories about what happened to me at the fairgrounds, racism. A lot of these jobs are like that. They didn't want to teach black people construction work because they would take construction jobs from white guys. Now, in America, you're pissed off because all the Mexicans have the construction jobs. If you don't train the people in your community, when somebody from out of town with the training and experience comes in there, they're going to get that job. If you don't want to train poor blacks and poor whites, you got to work with the Mexicans who come in from Mexico with job training. You don't want to train people in your own country because they're going to take jobs from your people. And now you don't even take care of your own goddamn kids because they're all on opioids. Now America's infrastructure is fucked up. And now you want people to work. Well, a lot of black people are not in construction because in the 60s and 70s, they didn't want black people in construction because they could make money and take care of their families. If I can leave my son something, that means someone else's son doesn't have anything. That's the mentality that we're dealing with in this country. You shit on somebody else to make yourself feel better. Now your whole communities are going down the toilet. Why? Because people don't respect other people. Because of cowardice. And because if I have to stand up for you and you won't stand up for me, how long is it going to take before I leave you hanging? When is it going to be that you won't have anything to do with me and I won't have anything to do with you? I can see you getting beat down in the street and people taking your shit, and I can say, well, he wouldn't look out after me. Why would I look out after him? They don't care about us. Why would we care about them? That's what we're heading to. A bunch of people going to work with each other, not respecting each other, talking about each other behind each other's backs. And now, when someone goes postal and stabs people at the job or shoots people at the job, you're like, oh, what was wrong? What was wrong is because you treated them fucked up. You treated her fucked up. And now, when they lash back out and get their respects, try to say, fuck you back. You're like, oh no, man, shooting at the job. Respect fucking people. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care. As long as you treat me like I treat you, I don't give a fuck. So if you think I'm treating you bad, maybe you need to sit back and look at it. You need my help? How can I help you with this? Oh, well, let's just have him do it. He's so fucking helpful. And that's how people think. I was once working at a restaurant, and I could hear the boss tell the guy, go ask Al to help you. The guy walks over and says, hey, boss told me to tell you to do this, and told me you do this, and you do that. I'm like, excuse me, buddy. I just heard what he told me. He asked me to help you. I I will help you. I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do. When I just heard him told me, help him. Go ask Al to help you. Not don't tell him what to do. I've been there for years at the restaurant. White dudes say, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. I'm like, what the fuck you say? You don't talk to me like that. I just heard he told me to help you. Not do what you don't command me. You can't command me. Been here longer than you. I do what I want to do for the company. I don't do what the company tells me to do. That's how I go. That's how I get out. If I'm in with the owners, and the owners of the company, they're my friends, call me on my home phone, you ain't gonna fucking walk up to me and tell me a goddamn thing. But the problem is, in this country, there's a lack of respect for one another so deep, it's ridiculous. And it's tiring. You get so angry. You want to kill somebody. And when someone talks shit to you at work, and you've been up here, you start off here, and it's getting up higher. You're like, are they really talking to me like this? Do they really know who the fuck I am? Do they really know that at home my wife is going to leave me? My son is all fucked up on opioids. My goddamn granddaughter's pregnant by 3 different guys. Whatever the fucking case may be, you go to work with these people that you see every day. You don't give them the respect you should. The ones you love and you care about, you respect them. You have your little cliques in the job. Then you talk shit to the new guy, and the new guy fucking goes outside, goes to his car, and lights you the fuck up. Why do you get lit up? The lack of fucking respect. The lack of human respect. If I see somebody stepping on somebody, I'm going to be like, hey, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? We work together. We're on the same fucking team. You know? If we're together, we're together. If we're divided, we fail. And that is what America has been doing. Failing. You don't win. You can't win. There's no winning. If we don't respect each other, if I can't just say, Chuck, Charles, Billy, Frank, let's get over here and knock this out. If I can't say that, this motherfucker trying to boss me around. Who is this guy? He's not in charge. He's not the boss. I'm not going to listen to no nigga. Ain't no fucking Mexican tell me what to do. What kind of shit is that? Gotta listen to you. You can't listen to me. That happened at the fairgrounds. You know? Ask somebody their job, you tell somebody, oh! What are you doing? They're literally, white folks have literally told me, I ain't gonna fucking work with no goddamn Mexicans. Think about it. A white person can say, I'm not gonna work with no fucking Mexicans. And then they get rid of the Mexican guy. Where's the logic in that? Where's the sensible logic in you gonna fire somebody that's doing their job because the next person don't want to work with him? It's not about black and white either. I've seen black people do it. I've seen Mexican people do it. I've seen every color of the rainbow do it. But the most devastating shit is always from a white person. Oh, I don't know what happened. Could have been any one of us who did it. That happened at the restaurant also. We were doing breakfast, and, you know, this is trivial shit. A tray of fucking bacon. The guy puts the bacon in the oven, right? I show up. He's been there for 2 hours. Now that I show up, I got to work over in this kitchen. I got to go do some stuff over in the other kitchen. I show up. First thing he asked me to do is, can you start the dishes, and can you Can I start the dishes? Can I start some onions? And then he didn't ask nothing about the bacon because he was putting the bacon in one side. So the owner's wife comes in about 20 minutes later. What the fuck's going on? Bacon smell everywhere. Shit burned up. Fucking 6 trays of bacon all burnt. She says, who put the bacon in? You know what this white dude says? It could have been any one of us. I asked Alonzo to go do this, and he wasn't supposed to ask me to go do shit. He wasn't supposed to ask me to go do anything. So now I'm behind on what I'm doing. Now I'm answering about the fucking bacon that I did not burn. But that's how shitty some white people are at jobs. Well, I don't know. It could have been anybody. You're in charge. You are fucking in charge. You're the one that did it. Fess up to it. That guy eventually went bad on drugs. I think he's clean now, but moral of the story is he don't work there no more. I don't work there no more because I was let go that week. I was let go. Put it like this. Friday, we're supposed to get paid. Me, I don't need no fucking money. So my whole attitude was like, when you guys come back from vacation, you can pay me. I told the boss's wife, like, I'm going to stop in on Saturday and go clean up the snack bar, the other kitchen I was talking about. I show up on my day off. Now they're calling me on the phone. Leonard didn't show up. Can you show up? I'm like, today's my day off. I'll be there when I get there to help out. Like I said, I was going to help out. They call and say, well, he didn't show up or he's late. Whatever the fuck they did, I showed up. But I'm like, well, you supposed to be, I'm not supposed to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. You called me in. I got to get up and know. I told her I was going to come clean the snack bar. That's it. I'm off this week. I got fired on my week off. I got fired for going to work, and they still had to pay me for the week before, right? So I'm 2 weeks without no fucking paycheck with motherfuckers lying on me. Every one of those people that lied on me were all white people. White people working at a Mexican fucking restaurant. Liars. Oh, it could have been anybody. Anybody could have burned the bacon. Anybody could have did their fucking job. But instead, the white people were always complaining about other people. One person complained about the boss's daughter. Well, the boss's daughter, and me being a maintenance person, right? Monday through Sunday, right? You split the week up, right? Every 2 days you do a major cleaning. Or every 3 days you do a major cleaning. I asked this woman in the snack bar, when do you do your major cleaning? Because I know the boss's daughter, she does her major cleaning on Wednesday. You know what the lady told me? She does her major cleaning on Thursday. Now, if the boss's daughter cleaned the place up on Wednesday, why in the fuck are you doing your major cleaning the day after she already cleaned the place? You call me stupid. I'm dumb. I don't know anything about fucking business, right? But I know maintenance. I know business. I know what you're supposed to do in a certain situation. The one thing I don't like is the lies and the deception for nothing. There's no reason to lie on your coworker. There's no reason not to work with the people you work with. But now, this shit is boiling up. People are killing people at work. People are going to work specifically to shoot a motherfucker. And why is that? That lack of fucking respect. And it mostly comes from cowardly ass white people. The strong white people will stand up for you. They don't last long. They don't last long at all. But those white people who don't give a shit and step on people and lie and purposely lie, they still keep going. And then you got the good person scared of them. That's the fucked up part about it. I love every single person out there. But I do not like a fucking coward. If you see something wrong, say something. If you see somebody doing fucked up shit, say something. But the purpose of what I want you to say must be truthful. If you think the black guy is fucking up because you think that's what black people do, don't say nothing till you know he's fucking up or she's fucking up. You can't make oh, well, I don't think he's going to work out. I don't think he's going to work out. You just can't say that shit about a person you don't know or that you haven't worked with. What pissed me off this morning was I get up and I watch America celebrate being attacked. So that's the one thing I always fucking hated. Then the second thing was you watch the news and people are getting stabbed at work. And it brings me to my situation. I should have went postal. I was supposed to go postal and take out people. But instead, I have a basic respect for life. No matter when people treat me shitty, I don't care. I don't care that you don't give a fuck about me. I don't care. Why would I care? If you got respect for me, you show me love. I show you love. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I got your back. White, black, green, purple, I got your back. But if I see cowardice, lies, I gotta call it out. I have to tell the truth. Now I know what you're thinking. Black guys, black people have to lie to survive. No, we don't. We don't have to lie. But we do got to shame the devil and tell the truth. White people, tell the truth. You see somebody fucking with somebody wrong, say, hey man, don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. Because you don't want them to do you like that. So, I could have came on here and talked about Antonio Brown. I could have came on here and talked about 9/11. I could have came on here and talked about anything, but I talked about disrespect in the workplace. I talked about racism in the workplace. People, you got to stand up for good people. Bad black people are bad black people. Bad black people need to be called out by good black people. Black people will punish black people harder than any other people on the planet. But those other people don't trust us to punish our own people. They want to punish us. For what? You know, like I said, at jobs I was told, you have too many ideas. Who goes to work without thinking about making it better? Who goes to work without thinking about advancing in the workplace? Who goes to work who wants to be at the bottom of the fucking totem pole? Nobody. But when people go to work, don't do bugs. Don't do bugs. If we don't call out evil in the workplace, if we don't start treating everybody exactly the same in the workplace, you will get more stabbings, more shootings, and more people going postal. It's because of the lack of respect. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, but if I can point some shit out, there's a history of some shit from coming from one people. And the cowards are those who let it go on. Cowards are the ones who won't stand up for the person being victimized at work. That's what a coward is. I'm going to sit back and watch somebody who busts their fucking hump standing next to me every fucking day and say, well, He might, or maybe I don't know. I I don't know if he did it or not, but he might have has. I don't know. I really don't know. That's sad. If you know somebody did not do it, say he didn't do it. They didn't do it. But it's too many cowards. It's like working in a minefield. A lot of the people act good. A lot of people are real nice to you. Then there's one or two people who don't like you because of who the fuck you are. And they're scared of you. Oh, he's done how much? How many? How much did he do today? Oh, he must be. We got to double check his work. Got to double check her work. Got to double check them. I was told on a job that I was doing too much. Slow down. We work by the hour, not by the assignment. It's that mentality that fucks up the workplace in America. That's why Americans don't get paid as much as people think they do. Oh, wages have gone up and da da da, blah 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 blah. Wages have gone up. There are more jobs. I haven't worked in 13 years. There's more jobs than ever. This county's not going to hire me. I'm working 13 years. The other day I was at a restaurant and we were all talking at the restaurant. The restaurant manager came over and said, "Oh my God, you know a lot about restaurants. Why don't you come to work here?" I was offered a job talking in a lobby. I looked behind the counter. Too many white people back there for me. Can't fuck around. You put me in charge of something because of the way I'm speaking? I'll be accused of sexual something, rape, accused of something. Orange Juniors. Accused of sexual harassment at Orange Juniors. Yep. Accused of sexual harassment. It was a Friday, and I've been there like 3 weeks, and every night these little kids are stealing. They're young white kids stealing out the register. Former employee, the girls would let him in the back door. He was stealing out of the safe. He literally go into the safe, get money out, and leave. Come back, give them some weed or whatever. They give out a bunch of food, and everything was good. So that Friday, I told them, if you guys gonna be stealing money, I need half, or don't steal. I'm the oldest person in the store. You either give me half of the money, or don't steal when I'm on the schedule with you. That way you don't have to share. I'm thinking, any criminal's like, man, fuck this dude. I ain't giving him shit. So I won't steal around him, or I won't let him see me stealing anymore. How about that? But guess what the little white girls did instead? I come to work Monday. Manager pulls me aside and says, well, you tried to kiss her over by one of the machines at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock by the machine over here, I was trying to kiss the girl. Right? The other girl said, at 10 o'clock, I was over by the ice machine trying to kiss her. Hey, let me go. I'm in the mall about 2 weeks later. The manager sees me. She comes over to me and she says, because I had a conversation with her before I was fired, and I let her know these kids are stealing. I thought I would shake them out of it, but I was wrong. You can't accuse them kids of stealing, da 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 da, blah blah blah. They're not doing this and they're not doing that. And when she saw me, she's like, I think you were right. You fired me. Now you're telling me you think I'm right? You didn't take that sexual shit off my record, but you think I was right. They did nothing. They did nothing. Those kids stole money and gave food away. But you try to say something about it, you're wrong because those are good kids. Same thing happened at the fairgrounds. The kids told me they're going to let all the animals out and put them on the racetrack, causing thousands of dollars worth of damage, knowing that the races got to go on and blah, 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 blah. I told management. Manager came over to me and told me I have no right accusing these kids of doing all this and that. Yelled at me for like 40 minutes. Next day, she walked up to me. She had 4 police officers with her. She's like, could you tell us which kids told what? The same kids you told me that I had no business accusing of? I do not know what you're talking about, ma'am. You didn't listen to me before they fucked up, but after they fuck up, you want me to take the police around and point out each one of these goddamn kids that I warned us about. All we had to do was set some security guards up all night in certain specific places and nothing would happen. But instead, I got yelled at because I accused some white kids of breaking the law. And when they broke the law, caused thousands of dollars of damage, goddamn goat got fucking hurt. That was like $8,000 for the goat. All this shit could have been avoided by listening to the person. But I'm accusing them of shit. I'm making accusations against white people. That's fucked up. How can a group of people go through life in any country and you go to work and you can't be believed by the people that you work with? Then they call you nigger and you don't go postal? They disrespect you and you don't go postal? I should have killed people, and I didn't because I'm a better person than that. But these people out in this world, you can't just fuck with. You can't pick on people at the workplace. You can't say this person is a piece of shit. You can't do certain things that people have got away with for hundreds of years. You can't do that shit now. Because when you hurt somebody's feelings now, they got the ability for retribution, revenge. And that's what we don't need. We don't need people not standing up for other people. We don't need people accusing, making accusations without any foundation in reality. We just want to go to work, get our checks, and go home. Black, white, gay, straight, lesbian, whatever the fuck you are. All you want is to earn your money and go home. You don't need the politics of the workplace. You don't need the racism at the workplace. You don't need the sexism at the workplace. We don't need all that. We just need to go do our jobs and go home. There should be a colorless workplace, a sexless workplace. But instead, we continue to bother each other, pick on each other, threaten each other, demean each other, disrespect each other, and then have to depend on each other. After all of that, we still have to depend on each other. And 99.9% of the time, you can't depend on somebody that you fucked over. You can't depend on somebody that you shined on. You can't depend on somebody that maybe you have slighted. You cannot depend on somebody if they can't trust. You cannot depend on anybody if they can't trust that you don't have their back, right or wrong, in a situation. If I'm wrong, you got to tell me I'm wrong. If I'm right, you got to stand up behind me when I'm right. We can't live in this country as equals if we can't be treated as equals in the workplace. I am tired of people dying at work. at school because we can't respect each other for whatever reasons. Wake up, people. I know I've been blabbering on, and it's fucked up because I can only talk from my experience. And my experience has been fucked up with cowardice. Cowardly white people. They want you to stand up for them and stand up with them. But against evil people, you're on your own. This shit is crazy. So people, respect your coworkers, respect yourself, and defend people. Defend people who can't be defended. Sometimes they're not the bad person.